This Nintendo Switch grip has features I have absolutely never seen in a grip before. It feels like the further and further we get into the Switch's life, the further these third-party companies keep innovating and trying new things. We're seeing controllers with all kinds of cool stuff. Now we're starting to see grips that have, honestly, things I've never seen in anything except a dock, because it is actually a dock. This grip, yes, this grip, the Nexigo GripCon, is also a dock. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Do me a favor real quick, jump down in the description of this video, click the link over to our podcast channel. We do a podcast over there every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. If you don't catch us live there, you can catch it on any of the podcast platforms of your choice. Before we jump into this video, I do need to tell you a few things. One, on your way back up, make sure you subscribe to this channel. A lot of people think they are and they're actually not. Get that done. And I do need to let you know before we start this video, this is a sponsored video. Nexigo did reach out to me. They asked me if I wanted to check this thing out, do a sponsored video. I was very intrigued. I wanted to see what this thing was about. Everything in this video is my own opinion, but I do want to thank Nexigo for sponsoring this video. All right, let's get into this. This thing, it's pretty amazing, honestly. I'm gonna get another grip that I've talked about in other videos that I don't like as much. It's the Nitro grip. I want to show you a few things about that compared to this. This thing is very nice. Now, not only is it a dock, we're gonna talk about the docking part in a minute, but I want to tell you what else this thing has. So first thing, as I said, it does have the dock. So if you're gonna dock it, you need a way to set it up. It's got a kickstand on the back, and I have to say, this is actually an extremely nice kickstand. It pops out, it stays in place. It's kind of spring loaded, so when we push it in, it kind of holds itself down. Easy to pop in, easy to pop out, but it stays in place. It's actually a very nice kickstand. I wouldn't say it's quite as good as the one on the OLED, but this definitely gets the job done. It's in the center, so you don't have to worry about it tipping over like the old one. It's a good kickstand. It does have back buttons. As you can see here, it's got buttons on the back. You can map those to any of the buttons on the front, including the D-pad. We'll talk about the D-pad for a second here. It does have a PlayStation style D-pad, but I will say it's a little bit more stiff than a PlayStation style D-pad. So if you like your D-pads a little more on the stiff side, you're gonna like this. It does feel kind of like the PlayStation controller. It's definitely that type of design. But the big thing, I know everyone's gonna ask in the comments, and yes, this does have Hall effect sticks, so you're not gonna have to worry about stick drift. Nothing's touching in there. It's all done with magnets, so you don't have to worry about any of that. It's got the nice sticks. Now, these are a little bit small, the tops of the sticks, but it actually does come with some covers that you can put on there that make them bigger, and they're basically the same size as any other controller. I actually kind of like the small ones. I've left them up. I know Jeeb has this as well. He put his on. He likes his bigger. And speaking of that, Jeeb has the purple one. You can get this in black, purple, and blue. So any of the colors you want, you're gonna be able to get those. They all look really nice. This thing also has motion control. So any games that have motion control, you know, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, whatever it is, gonna be fine on this. You're not gonna have to worry about it. I do wanna talk about something else. The way this feels in your hand is very nice. It's not too fat, but it's not too skinny, but at the same time, it's actually really, really small. For having a dock, I'm gonna show you a little bit more into that when we get into the dock part. It's amazing how thin this thing actually is, but it's still, as I said, it's got a lot to hold on to. It does have a textured area on the back here for a little bit extra grip. That is also nice. It's got a turbo button, it's got your home button, it's got your capture button, and then it's got another button here so you can map the buttons on the back. It also does have adjustable rumble, so you're gonna be able to turn that down and up as you want. It's got a lot of stuff, and I gotta say, all the face buttons, they're great. They kind of remind me of Xbox controller, I would say. The trigger buttons are just basic trigger buttons. There's nothing crazy about them. There's nothing especially great, but there's nothing bad here at all. They feel just like anything else. They feel great. All right, so I've got the Nitro deck here. I wanted to show this because I'm just honestly amazed at how this thing fits what it fits inside of it and still managed to be way smaller, way thinner. And even here, I know the bottom of the Nitro deck has that bottom piece, but even here, where it's at its thinnest, this thing it's way thinner. It's way thinner down here. Obviously, there's a little bit more on the top, but this is it. Just this part right here, this is where the dock is at, which is crazy. If you look right here, you can see there's a USB-C port here, HDMI, and a USB 3.0, so you're gonna be able to plug in a wired controller to this thing if you want to. So you're gonna be able to plug straight into a TV from this HDMI port right here. You don't even have to take a dock with you. When you go on trips, From now on, you don't have to take anything except this. This is a dock. I used to take a dock in my backpack. Now it kind of seems crazy to take something like that because I don't have to take anything extra. It's just this. It also has a place to store 2 games. Right there, as you can see, there's 2 slots for game cartridges if you want to take a few more with you. And one more thing I did want to go over, just so you know, I haven't taken this out, but I do want to show you, yes, this does have a very nice felt on the back, so you don't have to worry about it scratching your Switch up. And I do like the way that it locks in. It kind of goes down on this little rail system that they have inside here. It kind of pushes these little flaps out of the way until it locks in, and it kind of just connects itself through the Joy-Con rails and then plugs into the bottom. This thing is really well designed. So I do really, really like this thing. The fact that it's got a dock built in, I think is amazing. And the way that they're able to keep that there, keep it slim, keep it still high quality. I honestly think this thing is great. Sponsored video or not, I would definitely recommend this thing. I do like it. I'm definitely going to be using it. Definitely going to be taking it with me on trips. I'm going to have links where you can get this thing, where you can find it down below. Again, I want to thank Nexigo for sponsoring this video. This is probably going to be the last one before Christmas, so I just want to wish everybody out there a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Links to this thing below, but that is going to do it for this one, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a like. Make sure you are subscribed. See you in the next one.